Good morning, everyone. Today we are at Who Haven, which is a wildlife rescue and rehabilitation center for their baby shower. They have lots of baby animals here today. You bring a donation, or it can be a monetary donation. It can be laundry detergent, pee pads. They need lots of stuff here. They run solely on donations. And today we're gonna go meet some amazing animals and just go on an adventure, so come along. The first place we checked out was the gift shop. Things were actually super reasonably priced, and all of the money, 100% of the donations and anything you buy goes towards the animals, supplies, food, everything they need to help keep this place running. Some of the cool stuff they have, like tons of stuff for kids, reasonably priced gifts, like those little wallets were $1, and they had really cool earrings too. I almost bought some, but we didn't bring like any cash, so it's fine. But they have really cool jewelry and little Scrabble necklaces. And they even had this running activity going where you look for all the balloon owls and you receive a little gift at each one of them. And we saw these around the park, so it was really cool to see that interactive element. And they also had magnets and art done by the animals. Basically anything that you might be interested in, they had. It was really cool. Right now we're on this little path down here. They've got like little walking paths all around and little directions so you know where you're going. And I don't know if there's any animals back here, but it's a really nice little nature area. Oh my gosh, you guys, look, there's so many eagles in here in the flight pen, just hanging out, chilling.
These guys are all bald eagles in here, and the ones with the dark heads are also bald eagles. Just it takes about 5 years for that white head to fully develop. And the young ones often form pair bonds with some of the older ones.
Aww.
And so we'll release them in the wild together, and the older one will kind of teach the younger bald eagle how to hunt, how to fish, and basically how to just exist as a bald eagle.
Oh.
How many do you guys have here?
We have probably around 7 in here.
Oh, wow.
We currently have 1 in the facility.
Oh, look at them. They got their little horns. Oh, he's turning his head. He hears us. After we looked at the flight building, they actually had an eagle demonstration, get to know them. And this was Big Jake because the owner says that she really loves John Wayne. And he was brought in because he was hit by a car. So he's actually been in rehab with them for a while because of the injuries he has sustained. And this was his first time coming out on the arm to be in front of people. And they said he did really well. It was so cool to get up and close to this majestic animal. And they really care about the animals. You can tell by the demonstrations. And I just thought he was such a ham and so funny to watch.
Yes, he is.
Then I got so excited because they brought out a corn snake. Now, I actually knew this was a corn snake because in 5th grade, one of the neighboring teachers had one who he would keep in his classroom, and we would bring him into our classroom and have him cuddle up and be in our desk. So I really love corn snakes. And this one's name was Vanilla, and they use him to teach students about wildlife and conservation.
Bye. Is the pelican over here?
Oh wow, I didn't even see that. Pelican babies. Aww.
So the adult digger has been with us for 5 years. She came in as a 3-week-old after having been abandoned by her mother for developmental delays that would prevent her fending for herself in the wild. Under our care, she's thrived, but is still unreleasable. And luckily, she's very maternal, so when we get babies in, she surrogates them for us.
Aww.
And so these babies actually came in about a month and a half ago. They were orphaned, and they just got moved out with her earlier this week, and she'll take care of them until fall when the babies can all be released.
Another animal that we got to get up close and personal with was this beautiful, stunning owl. And she was explaining to us about how owls commonly are known for being able to bring their heads around 360 degrees, but they can't quite do that. They actually have 14 bones in their neck versus humans who have 7. And the reason that they bring their necks all the way around like that is because their eyes don't move from side to side. So they have to do that in order to see. And this little baby was hit by a car as well. The number one danger to owls, she was saying, is the automobile. And it's common if you go down the streets and you see them, you flash your lights and think they can see you. But the owls are actually focused on finding roadkill and, looking for animals. So to them, that doesn't really warn them away. So unfortunately, they tend to get hit by cars a lot.
And then we have our bald eagles at the front.
What kind of hawks are in here?
Red-tailed hawks. And not all of them will have that red tail because that's something they develop when they get a little older. Just like how bald eagles don't develop their white head until they're about 5 years old. And we purchased him specifically as an educational rabbit and also as a companion to our rescued rabbit, who looks very similar to him, except has black fur instead of that chinchilla color.
Aww.
Yeah. Screech is very friendly. He regularly comes out on program.
Don't look at me.
To this region, found in prairies on the grasses. It's called a Brunner stick mantis. These guys are parthenogenic, which means that there are no males. Every single one of them is a female. There are no males, and they reproduce by cloning themselves.
Wow.
And then this is a Phidippus regius, or a regal jumping spider here. Where did she go? She's hiding. Right there on the bark.
Aww.
You've probably seen Lucas the spider, the animation.
Yes,
This
I
is
love
what
Lucas.
That's what Lucas is fashioned after, is a jumping spider. This species specifically. So this is my Lucas. These guys are actually really cool because they don't hunt with a web like most spiders do. These guys, they just jump. Yes, these guys. That's one of our bald eagles and one that wants to constantly get.
Are they grasshoppers?
Yes, these are the largest species of grasshopper native to North America. These are only found in the southeast. These are called eastern lubbers, Lubbers. These guys, when they get big, adults, they're about yay big, and their heads are about that big around.
Wow.
So these are a very large. This is one of this guy and this dead leaf mantis. These are the only two animals I have here you will not find in North America.
Sure.
This guy's from Africa. I brought him because he's big and beautiful.
Yeah.
I do have some native species from North America at home. I wanted a very pretty one to wow people.
Sure.
So this guy's
He
really
is
pretty.
pretty.
He's got a pearlescent ivory color. That's where he gets his name, Ivory Roach.
And he's
He really does look like he's completely over it.
Now, I don't know about you, but I thought this little nugget was so cute. I thought it was a baby owl, but turns out it's actually a fully grown screech owl. And even though they do not screech, they make this noise almost like a horse whinnying. So the screech owl name will probably throw you off and you might think it's a baby, but no, it's an adult. And he reminded me of Pidgeywidgeon from Harry Potter, just a cute little nugget. And he was actually kind of trying to bite her fingers through the leather glove, so he was a little spicy, but overall a very cute little baby. And they do eat mice, even though they are quite tiny. So they have a pretty big appetite for their little tiny bodies. And that was our trip to Who Haven, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it with our little Blue Jay Elvis being our ending here. If you did like it, please go ahead and subscribe. Put in new videos every single week. It helps me a whole bunch. Subscribe.